Day 3 in Korea started out pretty early. We were super jet lagged, and I forgot to mention that before, but we were waking up at like 3 a.m. most days. So around 6 a.m., we decided to go out. We had found a sports park, so we decided to walk towards there. I wanted to do some running because I'm training for a half marathon. So I found this little tiny track. It was like 6 laps to a mile, and I was running with the elderly Koreans. It was awesome. It did rain on me, but we still had a good time, and my husband was able to lift weights because they had an outdoor weightlifting area too. But then we got on to our main event of the day, which was renting these traditional Korean hanboks and going to the Gyeongbokgung Palace. There are a lot of options for places to rent a hanbok right around the palace, so it's not hard to find a place to go, and you don't really need to make reservations in advance because there are just like so many shops. But we decided to go to Daehan Hanbok. We had planned it in advance because we found them on TikTok, and the guy who makes their videos is super funny, so you should go give him the follow and also rent your hanboks from there. They have a really great staff, and they were just so kind and helpful and affordable. We really like them. Now, you can go to the palace and pay like a small fee to enter, but if you wear a hanbok, then it's free, and that you do see a lot of people walking around that area wearing them, and so it's kind of fun that you're all like dressed up together and to experience the culture in that way. Stop for a snack on the way over. My kids really enjoyed that bread that Emmett is holding. That's just like a roll with an egg cooked inside of it, so we stopped on the way there and on the way back for more. It was a short walk across the street to get to the palace, and we were lucky that there weren't too many people there. The weather was so crazy this day because it had been raining like a lot, and then all of a sudden it was just super duper hot. So as soon as the sun came out, we were like roasting, but it was still humid, and so it was very uncomfortable to be wearing like long sleeves that were sticking to your arms. So Beth was talking here about how itchy it was, and I was like, you know what, I feel you. I feel exactly the same way. She ended up taking off the top part of her dress, and there was just like a tank top underneath, so someone please tell me I'm forgiven for that. But we got some cute little pictures there at the palace, and then it felt so good to get out of the hanbok after a couple hours of wearing them and exploring the palace. But then it was time to walk over to the traditional Bukchon Hanok village. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but we saw this fortune thing on the way there where you can get a fortune according to your personality type. From my memory, I think I'm at ESFJ, so that's the one that I bought. I still need to read through it. But here's the Hanok village. These traditional Korean houses were just like so cute and fun to walk around, but very hilly. It was like a hike, so we just sweat all day. Okay, then we finally went to eat some real food at 853. I chose this place because it is gluten friendly for Korean barbecue. They know like which of their things have gluten and which don't, and the meat was just so good. And then this is a cold ramen that Felipe got. It literally had ice cubes in it. It was strange to eat ramen cold, but that's like totally a thing in Korea. The rain just kept being off and on, so we were kind of like stopping and shopping on the way, mostly just heading back to call it an early night. We did stop